Previously on the Asian Poker Tour. Gino, the inaugural leg started off as a terrific success. Over 300 players from all over the world heading to Manila for the biggest poker event to hit Asia.
That's right, Rodney, but before the main event, we first provide an exclusive tour of this beautiful city and its rich culture, as well as a closer look at the Dusitani Manila, the hotel where this historic APT event took place.
It truly is a beautiful hotel too. The excitement was in the air long before the first hand. Included in this groundbreaking number of participants were some of the industry's leading poker pros, such as Huckseed, Brad Doherty, Quindo, as well as the best from the local scene, Brian Jeff Sombrero and Neil Arce.
Some players dominated tables early on in the competition, but as each hand played out, there lay no certainty as to who would take the chip lead and the most coveted seat at the final table.
Yeah, the final table's what it's all about, and after a hard 2 days' work and many busted hands, 9 highly skilled and possibly lucky gentlemen emerged as the 2008 Asian Poker Tour's first ever final table players.
The much-awaited event began with perhaps the most surprising early exit as Gerasimus Darius busted out with pocket aces on the first hand to Jin Man Yoon's set of fives.
Surprise there, not long after, the Philippines' own Terry Gonzaga found himself removed as well. His ace-10 could not hold up to Ish's ace-king.
The last local standing at the tournament's dark horse, Don Carmona, was the next to exit with his queen-8.
Following those first 3 speedy exits was Jin Man Yoon with pocket sixes just not holding up.
The 5th player out was the tournament's gentle giant, Michele Ferrari, who came to the table with the 3rd highest chip count. Unfortunately for him, his pocket deuce lost to Ishii's pocket sevens.
Gino, the elimination process was quicker than you and I expected, with more than half the players out of their seats already.
Only 4 players remain in the running, all with their eyes on the prize money and the prestige of being hailed as the first Asian Poker Tour champion.
The final 4 are chip leader David Saab with 1,071,000 in chips,
Chris Rowe with 890,000 in chips,
Satoru Ishii with 654,000 in chips,
Kwang Soo Lee with 548,000 in chips. Who will emerge in the top spot? Find out as the 2008 Asian Poker Tour Manila continues.
Welcome back to Manila and the Asian Poker Tour final table, final 4.
Knock that one.
10,000, 20,000 blinds.
Chris Rowe joining the banter there, explaining that pocket sevens was the best hand to have been played in the circumstances. The benefit of hindsight is a wonderful thing, Gino.
Absolutely. Sounds like a genius, doesn't he?
Photo and Chris both full, now with the small blind. David Saab.
David Saab, he might be getting a little bit bored there with such a big chip lead. He might just want to start playing hands.
All in.
Wow. Just as I say that, Saab pushes all in. Kwang Soo Lee, Queen 9 of clubs. This is going to be a hard call. Very difficult call.
This is either brilliant from Saab or suicidal. I can't make up my mind which at the present moment. I'd be very surprised if Lee calls it. So then he's surprised me all week. How about you?
Well, Kwang Soo Lee, very good poker player. I had a chance to play with him in day 1.
Kwang Soo Lee. He's called player.
And he's, what a great call here from Kwang Soo Lee.
10-4 offsuit versus Queen 9 of clubs for Kwang Soo Lee. Kwang Soo's the only player, but he does have the...
Well, there's David explaining that he's surprised that he called in with Queen 9, but not explaining why he went all in with 4-10.
Comes a flop.
10 for Roger.
He was trying to bully out the players.
This may have backfired a little, I think.
Queen high still in the lead for Kwang Soo.
I'll take a 4, I
Third
guess.
card is a queen. Straight draw now. An ace or a 9 would make a straight. Here's the last card. It's a 7. And he's going to double up.
So Kwang Soo Lee doubles up.
He's going to double up.
Like I was saying, this guy is a very good poker player, very patient, and skillful and lucky at the same time. First card.
But once again, David will have drawn something from that hand. Another way of gauging how your opponents are going to react.
Well, look at this. We got 9s. Kwang Soo Lee pushes all in. Ishii with that famous head down and his hands like he doesn't know exactly what he's going to do. Thinking about it.
He's asking for a chip count.
Ace Queen suited. That's a very good hand in the final table.
Even Stevens on this hand, pretty much. Slight advantage to Lee here with the pocket nines.
And of course Ishii with the 2 overcards, and they're suited, so might not be a... If he knew what Kwang Soo Lee had, he might call, but of course we have the benefit of the whole cams. Ishii has no idea what Kwang Soo Lee has. And can you really...
And to be fair, it would be very difficult for him to tell on the basis of Lee's calling so far.
No, I mean, it's very difficult, but Ishii has surprised me throughout this tournament. He's definitely... And he calls.
He's called it.
He's taken a lot of risks, and this one may not be that bad a risk because he has a very good hand with ace-queen suited, and it's going to be heads-up action here.
Yeah, David didn't have to think very long and hard about that one, did he?
He's got 2 nines. He's up against ace-queen and club.
It's a race. Kwang Soo Lee is slightly ahead.
And here comes the flop.
Wow.
Flop is an ace, a 6 and a 4.
Ishii hits the ace.
Great call there from Ishii.
There are 2 hearts on the board, and
big support in the crowd there.
9 hearts. Turn card.
That Savage calls the turn.
It's an 8.
Wow.
Only a 9. We'll say Kwang Soo Lee. He needs one of the 2 remaining 9s.
2 outs.
Or he will be our 4th place.
2 outs for Lee.
There it is. Go ahead. River card. It's a 9!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Your personal nemesis has done it again.
This program is brought to you